काली तारा महाविद्या षोडशी भुवनेश्वरी भैरवी छिन्नमस्ता च विद्या धूमावती तथा बगला सिद्धविद्या च मातंगी कमलात्मिका एतादश महाविद्याः सर्वतन्त्रेषु गोपिताः.
Each one of the Dasha Mahavidyas control one basic principle in the universe. Dhumavati is the presiding deity of Asat. Once the creation begins, Kali becomes the presiding deity for time and Bhuvaneshwari for space. Bhairavi is for the sound or nada, which is in unmanifest form but getting ready for expression. Tara is the nada, which can be experienced by sense organs, and the same nada expressed in the form of speech is Matangi. If Tripura Sundari is the radiant Ichha Shakti or the primordial desire of Moola Prakriti, then the presiding deity of the manifestation of bliss and beauty is Kamalatmike. If Chinnamasta is indicated by thunder and lightning, Bagalamukhi regulates the independent, haphazard movements of the objects. Vedas were perceived by the rishis through their insight. During Vedic period, rishis recognized the principal powers of the universe and worshipped them. Keeping these principles as the base, Tantra in the later period gave Murti Lakshanas or iconic features and started worshipping them as deities. In Puranas, we find references of innumerable gods and goddesses. Whenever the evil forces increase in the universe and there arise a lot of disturbances in the equilibrium of the earth, then Paramatma is believed to take different incarnations to destroy the evil. Normally, Lord Vishnu, who is the preserver of the creation, is believed to take avatars or incarnations for the sake of destroying the evil and protecting the noble. Among his several incarnations, 10 forms are popular. There is a Shakti behind each incarnation and she helps him to destroy the evil. In this regard, the Shaktis behind Vishnu's Dashavataras are believed to be Dasha Mahavidyas. This is illustrated in Vanamala Tantra, which quotes,
कृष्णास्तु कालिका साक्षात् राममूर्तिश्च तारिणी वराहो भुवना प्रोक्ता नृसिंहो भैरवीश्वरी धूमावती वामनः स्यात् छिन्ना भृगुकुलोद्भवः कमला मत्स्यरूपः स्यात् कूर्मास्तु बगलामुखी मातंगी बौद्ध इत्येषा षोडशी कल्किरूपिणी.
Mahavidya Kali is the Shakti of Krishna. Both are born at the same time. Both are dark in complexion. Krishna was born to destroy evil. He not only kills several Rakshasas, but also takes a prominent role in Kurukshetra war to establish Dharma. Through Gitopadesha, Krishna enlightens Arjuna, who due to delusion refuses to fight against his kith and kin and makes him fight the war.
Mahavidya Tara is the Shakti of Lord Rama. He is known to have crossed all the boundaries like towns, forests, hills, rivers, and oceans. He lives as the most ideal and unique person among humans. He makes everyone to cross along with him from darkness towards the light without any discrimination of different sections in the living beings. Persons born in low caste like Guha, animals like bear, monkey, squirrel, and many more are examples of his generosity. Hence, Ramanama is called Taraka Mantra, and when chanted with complete devotion, it is believed to tide over any difficulty in the world.
Mahavidya Bhuvaneshwari, the mother of all lokas, is the Shakti of Varaha. Vishnu takes the form of wild boar and brings up the earth on his tusks and protects it from the demon.
Mahavidya Tripura Bhairavi is the Shakti behind Narasimha Avatara. She helps in destroying demons by releasing all the power of penance. Tripura Bhairavi is fearsome to evil people but is known to remove fear from people who worship her. Similarly, Narasimha is terrifying to the demon Hiranyakashipu but protects his devotee Prahalada from adversity.
Mahavidya Dhumavati is the Shakti behind Vamana Avatara. It is not possible to imagine the power of Sat that will be there in Asat. Similarly, the Shakti of Vamana, who is in the form of dwarf, cannot be perceived. His humongous power is experienced only when he takes giant steps to measure the universe.
Mahavidya Chinnamasta is the Shakti of Parashurama. His father Jamadagni instructs Parashurama to sever his mother Renuka Devi's head. At that time, Devi Chinnamasta descends in Renuka Devi's body and Parashurama severs her head. He then prays to his father to bring her back to life and succeeds.
Mahavidya Kamalatmike is the Shakti of Matsya Avatara, the primordial fish. She is surrounded by water known as Chit and denotes beauty and diversity of creation.
Mahavidya Bagalamukhi is the Shakti of Kurmavatara, which is known to stand steady and sturdy.
Mahavidya Matangi is the Shakti of Gnani or Buddha. She, as Vaikhari Vak, brings out the messages of truth from the mouth of the Gnani.
Mahavidya Tripura Sundari or Shodashi is the Shakti behind Kalki Avatara, who traverses around the earth on a white horse. She, as Sri Vidya, is the all-pervading Chit or consciousness in all the three lokas.
All beings worship these Mahavidyas to achieve prosperity and deliverance. They choose the path of worship according to their personalities. Here we find importantly two paths or margas, Vama Marga and Dakshina Marga. The first grants Ananda or bliss, whereas the second path grants knowledge. Vama Marga also called Yadapantha or left-hand sect, is very tough and only a brave person can opt for this path. It is as dangerous as walking on a sharp sword. Even a minute mistake or violation in the rituals can be the reason for the spiritual decline of the devotee or bring about adverse reactions to the sadhaka. Hence, this path is not possible for everyone. Dakshina Marga or right-hand sect is of sattvic type and can be easily followed by everyone. Both the paths use Pancha Makaras or the 5 M's for their sadhana, but the articles used are different.
In Vamamarga, Panchamakara consists of Madhya or alcohol, Mamsa or meat, Matsya or fish, Mudra or gestures, and Mithuna or sexual copulation. In Dakshina Marga, the Panchamakaras are: Madhya is the nectar or soma that flows from Soma Chakra. Mamsa is the anger, greed, and delusion of the devotee. Matsya is the rasa, ego, arrogance, and greed. Mudra is desire, yearning, nervousness, fear, enmity, hesitation, jealousy. Mithuna is the union of Kundalini Shakti and Shiva. Even in Dasha Mahavidyas, there are 2 divisions, namely Kali Kulam and Shri Kulam. In Kali Kulam, along with Kali, Chinnamasta, Bagalamukhi and Dhumavati are recognized. In Shri Kulam, along with Tripura Sundari, Matangi, Bhuvaneshwari and Kamalatmike are recognized. This division is based on their features and functions. Kali appears dark, terrifying, ferocious, and signifies destruction. Therefore, those Mahavidyas who have these features are grouped with Kali. Tripura Sundari or Shodashi appears red, beautiful, and being compassionate, she spreads love and happiness to the entire creation. So, the Mahavidyas who have these features are grouped with Shri or Tripura Sundari.
But we can see similar principles in both. Kali represents time, Sundari represents time principle. The 15 kalas of moon, known as Tithinityas, starting from Padya, the first day of the fortnight to Purnima, the full moon, is represented by Tripura Sundari. Kali mounts on a corpse, that is Shavarudha, and Tripura Sundari is seated on Panchapretasana, the 5 corpses of the forms Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra, Ishana, and Sadashiva. In both the depictions, Devi is either standing or sitting on the corpse. The corpse represents inert and static Brahman, and Devi on the corpse signifies that she conducts the divine dynamics of creation. This classification is not on the basis of the path used for upasana or worship. Some people consider that Kali Kulam is meant for Vama Marga and Shri Kulam for Dakshina Marga. But all Dasha Mahavidyas can be worshipped through both the ways. Devi is Trigunatmike. Sometimes she is fierce and at times she is also calm. The fierce Devi Kali is known as Bhadra Kali when she becomes calm. Similarly, the peaceful form Tripura Sundari takes the form of Tripura Bhairavi when she becomes terrifying. Hence the phrase Savyapasavya Margastha in Lalita Sahasranama, meaning she is worshipped by both left and right hand paths, is appropriate. Similarly, Dasha Mahavidyas can be worshipped through both Vama and Dakshina ritualistic paths.
All these Devis coordinate among themselves and work in unanimity for the execution of creation, maintenance, and resolution of the universe. In the manner with which the vast sky is comprised of 10 directions, similarly, one principal Shakti becomes 10 Shaktis and they execute the activities of the universe as Dasha Mahavidyas. Although Devi has several forms, in reality, she is only one infinite Shakti. In the process of creation, there will be a spandana or vibration in the beginning, and the nada produced from it will be the first creation. This supreme vibration, ready for manifestation, is called Paravak, and Tantra calls this Shakti as Tripura Bhairavi. This spandana becomes Pashyanti Vak and conceptualizes the forthcoming creation, and the Shakti is known as Tara. This, in turn, evolves into Akshara or sound, comes out as Vaikhari Vak, and this Shakti is known as Matangi. Similarly, when desire is the cause of creation, that Shakti is known as Tripura Sundari. When the infinite subjects itself to measurement and is restricted to event and position, by space she is Bhuvaneshwari, and by time she is Kali. The great Shakti who separates the creation by rapidly severing the ties from the Creator is Chinnamasta. All the functions of the universe are regulated by Bagalamukhi, the Shakti who brings forth all forms into manifestation is Kamalatmike. The Shakti who is the precursor of creation is Dhumavati.
Dasha Mahavidyas, who are perceived in macrocosm, can be experienced in microcosm also. Especially in human beings, different organs of the body execute various functions, but still everything will work harmoniously for the proper functioning of the body. The chakras in the subtle body, centered in different parts of the body, will be involved in these functions. These chakras, also known as Padmas, are located in the subtle body from the base, denoting worldly pleasures, to the superior mind representing the spiritual center. In Mooladhara chakra, the base center, the Kundalini, coiled like a serpent, which will have kept the fire of tapas within itself, can be experienced as Tripura Bhairavi. Devi Tara can be experienced in the Manipura chakra, which happens to be the center of life and activity. Devi Kali can be experienced as the creative movements in Anahata chakra, the heart center where the true emotions arise. Bhuvaneshwari resides at the background as Daharakasha. Matangi can be experienced in the throat center, Vishuddhi chakra, where pronunciation and phrasing take place. Chinnamasta can be experienced in between the eyebrows, where lies the Agna chakra, which regulates determination and perception. At the vortex where Sahasradala Padma is located, Tripura Sundari, who is the epitome of love and joy, will be seated. If all these stages are rightly under control, then we can presume that Bagalamukhi is functioning. If all of them are actively functioning, then it is understood that there is the grace of Kamalatmike. When a sadhaka merges into samadhi after transcending all the stages, then he can experience the presence of Dhumavati.
Om Dhanam Agnirdhanam Vayurdhanam Suryo Dhanam Vasuho Dhanamindro Brahaspatir Varunam Dhanamashnute.
Addressed as Dhanam, you are the Shakti behind Agni, Shakti behind Vayu, Shakti behind Sun, Shakti behind Vasus, Shakti behind Indra, Brihaspati and Varuna. You are the power behind the essence of that which is widespread everywhere. Similarly, Dasha Mahavidyas are the Shakti behind creation, maintenance and resolution in both macrocosm and microcosm. Each principle is the Brahma vidya which is to be practiced to reach God. In Tantra, when we say upasana among the Dasha Mahavidyas, only one Devi is worshipped and the sadhaka is bestowed with her grace. But if one wants the knowledge of Brahma vidya, then it is possible only when he learns and practices all the principles of Dasha Mahavidyas. This means a sadhaka who worships and acquires the knowledge of Dasha Mahavidyas attains moksha or liberation and merges into the bliss. Dasha Mahavidyas are the guiding lamps for the knowledge of Brahma vidya.
Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.